Good morning, boys and girls. It is still Tuesday the 21st, and I hope you did your language arts. And so maybe it's afternoon, maybe you did your language arts this morning. So now I'm going to teach you our math lesson today. So if you remember yesterday, the lesson you did was using the 50 chart. You practiced counting from 1 to 50 and going forward to go to big numbers and going backwards to go to smaller numbers. So today we're going to talk about a 100 chart. So it's the same as yesterday, except this chart is much larger and it goes to the number 100. Now, I know a lot of you can already count to 100, right? But this is just review and practice, okay? So just like yesterday, you're going to do the same thing just like you're reading a book. You're going to go across and then down to the front, right? You're not going to go across and down and across. You go across, all the way to the front, across, all the way to the front. And they want you to point to each number. So a lot of times people will just count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. But this time when you're counting to 100, point to each number as you say it, okay? And that will really help you track. You won't skip any numbers because sometimes as you get into 70s and 80s and 90s, you might skip like 97. So point to each number and count to 100. So yesterday we counted how many rows there were. Remember? We counted there were 5 rows. There were 10 numbers in each row, and we have the same thing today. There's 10 numbers. You can see the first row goes 1 to 10, and then 11 to 20. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 in each row, just like yesterday. But there's way more rows down. So yesterday there was 5. Today, let's count, see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rows. So we've counted by tens a lot in class to 100, right? So let's do it again. I know you guys know how because I always heard you do it at school. So let's do it together. I want to hear you do it nice and loud. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yay! I heard some of you. Good job. So on this paper, it's number 329, 329, a 3, a 2, and a 9, that they just want you to point to each number as you count, like I told you. And then when you get to 100, you can see there's a little dotted line. You just have to circle that. And that shows that you made it all the way to 100, okay? So that's pretty easy, right? Just like yesterday, but to 100. Then you're going to turn it over to this side where you see the purple frame, and it's page 330, 330. All right? So it says point to each number as you count to 100. Circle the number 11. So when you get to the 11, you're going to circle it. All right? Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're going to circle the number 11. I'm going to get my pen here, and I'm going to circle the number 11. Here we go. I'm going to make a circle around it. Can you see that? I circled my number 11. And after you circle number 11, it says begin with 11 and count forward to 100. So remember, forward means you're going to be going up. You're going to be hitting bigger numbers. So once you get to 11, then you have to count to 100, okay? Count all the way down to 100. So you'd go 11, and then you'd start with 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All the way down till you get to 100. And then it says draw a line under 100. So they don't want to circle. They don't want you to color it. They want you to draw a line under it. So I'm going to draw a line under mine. See my 100 with the line under it? So that's what you're gonna do. So that paper is pretty much easy peasy, right? Then you're gonna get page 331, and it's the one with the green frame around it. It says, point to each number as you count to 100. Look away and point to any number. Circle that number, then count forward to 100. So if you don't want to count all the way to 100, you don't have to, because you already did that on the other 2 pages. But on this one, why don't you do like we did before, where you close your eyes, abracadabra, kadingy, kadangy, hoo, 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 lippy. Oh, I got number 45 this time. So it says circle that number. So I'm going to circle the 45. That's where I landed on. See my 45, the 4 and the 5. And then count forward to 100. All right, so I get to start at 45. That's almost halfway to 100. If I was at 50, I'd be halfway there. So now I'm going to count forward, which means the numbers are going bigger. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So you're going to count all the way to 100, okay? And when you get to 100, then they want you to draw a line under the 100, just like we did before. So I'm drawing a line. Sorry, my battery's dying on my camera. So then you draw a line under the 100. Okay, so just when you close your eyes, try to go towards the bottom where you get a bigger number, then you won't have to count as much. Don't end up here. All right, and then on the back, this is kind of a little bit of a review of things that we've been doing. So you're gonna fill in the missing number, which you guys are great at. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a blank, and it says 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So raise your hand if you know what number is missing. Oh, good. It looks like I see lots of hands raised. So what's missing? That's right. The number 5 is missing. Then you're going to do the same thing in the next row. You're going to go 11, 12, 13, blank, 15, blank, 16, oops, blank, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you have to figure out what number comes before 15 and what number comes after 15. And then you're going to go to the next row and you're just going to count up to 25 and trace it, and you'll stop at 30. And then on number 4, see how it's just a blank rectangle? Number 4 says draw a number. Let's see, draw to show what you know about some other neighbor numbers in the chart. So they kind of want you to make your own equation, your own little problem. You can, so I'll do one. Okay, I'll do one as a sample. So I'm going to do, see if you guys can figure out which number is missing on mine, okay? Okay. So here's what I did. I wrote 31, 32. Oh, a blank. I'll put a line right there. Actually, that did not work out. Okay, here we go. So here's mine. 31, 32, then there's a blank line, and then 34, blank, 36. So there's 2 numbers missing. So we have 32 and 34 are wondering who their neighbor should be. And 34 and 36 are wondering who their neighbor should be. So see if you guys can figure that out and solve it. Sorry about my mistake. So this chapter is just about counting by ones to 50 and to 100, which I know that seems really easy, but sometimes as the numbers get bigger, you can get a little bit confused. So we want to just do a lot of practicing about counting to 100. Now this was in there for today too. If you want to do it, you can. You don't have to do it. If you want to, you have to count from 100 and you have to put a dot in each box. So if I was gonna do it, I'd get my big old marker out, and as I was counting, I'd be putting a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way around. So it says put a dot in every box. And then begin with 97 and count to 100. So you can see 97 to 100 are a little bit lighter color. So they want you to go 97, 98, 99, 100, and then color those boxes yellow. Color those boxes yellow. Okay? So I hope you're all doing well. I heard everybody picked up their packets yesterday. That makes me really excited. I just miss you guys a lot. And I hope you're doing good. I can't wait to talk to you. I think we'll do a Zoom this Friday by animal groups so that I can talk to you. But I'll be back today later because I'm going to do a social studies lesson. We're going to be starting a new unit in social studies. So once you're done with your math, take another break. Go play. Go have something to eat. Go watch a program, but just take a break and then come back later and do your social studies, okay? All right, see you again soon.